Well, we're ready for week 2. Hopefully you survived week 1 without too many hitches and then enjoyed your long weekend besides. We're going to start this week kind of further developing what we laid the foundation for last week. Last week you explored the ins and outs of online learning, and some of you are old pros at this, and others of you this might be your first try at this challenge. So again, keep questions coming. I saw that we've been using the discussion board to ask questions of our classmates. That's a great tool, and I'll chime in to kind of confirm that. But if there's the right answer out there, I may not even say anything. I may just let the conversation go on. I'll only try to jump in if there's something I want to clarify and make sure that there's not any misleading information, okay? So we're looking in the syllabus. I'm looking at the tentative course schedule, which isn't all that tentative. I just put that word as a disclaimer. On page 5 of the syllabus. I trust that at this point you've thought about printing that out so that you can have a copy in front of you. And this week our focus is to begin the summary response paper. And I'm looking here, this week we're going to respond to articles in the discussion board and work on a thesis worksheet as well as do some reading. Now, some of you had asked about responding to those articles already, so maybe you jumped ahead a bit. This week we are taking these responses from the articles that talk about online learning, and these articles are in the course materials icon, course content, there we go, I knew I didn't have the right word. And they are links to websites. If you have trouble with them, definitely try copying and pasting them. They might look like live links, but my experience is that if I copy and paste the article, I'm more likely to get there. If you're having trouble getting to those, please let me know. I know that sometimes with working with a live link, they can be kind of temperamental. So basically the idea here is to get some more information about having your lessons online. Then second is a thesis worksheet, and a lot of students have asked me in the past, well, what do I write about for this thesis worksheet? Why am I writing about it now? This is a tool that I want to introduce you to before we even have a paper started, and you can pretend you're writing on a topic. You can use one of the topics from the reflection activity. You can use a topic that's discussed in the articles that you're reading for this week, and basically use that as a generic way of starting a paper. You won't have enough read in the actual content this week to be able to have this really work towards your actual paper. This again is just a thesis exercise meant to help prepare you for how to write a thesis statement later. So what have we done so far? Last week you did a reflection activity, you posted it to the discussion board, you read a little bit of background in the Erin text that helped you to complete the MLA exercise, and now this week you're responding to articles that are posted in the classroom. You're reading a little bit more in the Erin text, things about responding to something that's in writing, and you're completing a thesis worksheet. So there are 2 assignments to be turned in this week. The first assignment only, the exercise 2-1, gets posted to both discussion board and Dropbox. That way you can share your responses to the readings with your classmates, which will be doing that throughout the course, and I will also be able to grade it without going into the discussion board to pull it out and put it in the grade book. So please drop those both places. The thesis worksheet, I'm just going to guess, take a stab at things here, that nobody really wants to read your thesis worksheet except for me. So let's go ahead and just put that in the Dropbox. No discussion necessary on the thesis worksheet. If you have any questions, make sure you are letting me know what those are. If you're feeling kind of caught in the overload mode, again, let me know. Send out, push the easy button. That's the send button on your email if you're wondering, and I'd be glad to help you out. Looking forward to a long weekend and a short week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.